One thing I've seen a lot of people struggle with after they've gone through the whole allopathic model and then the functional model and then the integrative model and then even the naturopathic model is this very detrimental way of thinking when it comes to how severe your condition or presentation is and how severe and intense the therapy must then be. And so the trap is usually that the bigger the word you've been given or the longer you've had it, the more you are persuaded, educated, and informed into reaching for things that are more and more complex, more and more sexy, more and more complicated, more and more expensive, more and more out of reach. And what I found, I was given the incurable words as well as given multiple of those, and I work with a lot of people that have been given those words as well. And what you find when you get into true medicine is that the body doesn't need any of the latest and greatest, and it actually needs what it was needing in the developing and the formulating and the creating of that presentation to change, which is in your life, is in everything that is accessible to you, and it's in the day-to-day, the moment-to-moment things, and not in these grand gestures and grand implementation of these expensive rare compounds or elusive therapies or very complicated, strategic therapeutic interventions. That's not the language. The body can speak that language, which is a testament to your body, but that is not the requirements of the physical body. So it doesn't matter how severe the word is that you've been given, the body still needs what the body requires and needs in order to facilitate any healing. And so it's not going to need those extremely elusive and sexy compounds if you didn't need it to heal a cut. And so that's how the body works, and you have to understand it and speak the language it actually speaks, and anything that's not that is just manipulation-based medicine. So you can easily manipulate a body with almost anything, but it doesn't hold because it's a manipulation-based therapeutic. And so in order to create and facilitate change where you do not always have to constantly seek and gather and manipulate and strategize and restrict, and that whole song and dance is you must change what needed to change from the beginning. And it's a different way of thinking, it's a different way of living, and it's definitely a different way of operating with regards to a diagnosis. Especially the bigger it gets, the more fear has been handed over to you with that. And then the way the mind typically works is that if I have something this severe, I must match it in severity and grandeur to a therapeutic that big. Because how could something simple and basic and free even touch the severity of what I am experiencing? And that was exactly my thinking when I was there too, and even prior to getting into medicine, that was how I thought as well. Everything I have is so severe, I need to go learn the latest and greatest. And so I did that. I learned lasers, IV therapy, peptides, stem cells. I did it all. Functional neurology, infectious disease, autoimmunity, rheumatology, rare diseases, genetics. I learned everything to come get back to the truth that it is your life that you are needing to change. It is within you and within how you operate in life that is needing alterations, and on occasion maybe a dietary change, maybe a movement-based modification, maybe all of these other things that are predominant in the world of sales and business in medicine and quote unquote health and wellness. And so it's just something to think about. The body speaks the language that it speaks, and the words that we put on it in the world of diagnosing mean nothing to how the body actually works. So what the limitation you're putting on yourself is just that. It's a intellectually induced limitation, and it's not something that the body actually speaks. And so no matter what you're healing through, you have everything that you need at any given moment to alter and change and facilitate the healing that you're desiring and that is being required. So just because it's a big word doesn't mean it has to be the most crazy, latest, greatest, sexy, most dazzling therapeutic intervention. It's always what is most accessible to you. And it's just an upside down world we're in right now with regards to the business of medicine. And only you can get yourself out, and only you can think through these things and see the truth of them. Never let somebody lead you there. Always go find those truths on your own, implement them, and then see the results of them. And make it make sense before you donate your body over to experimentation by the medical industry.